All right, hey, welcome back, guys. Unfortunately, my video, when I was videoing, it just ran out of space, my phone. And I'm a one-man show, and so it's really hard to try to do two things at once sometimes, like this. And so I didn't notice that it wasn't videoing anymore. So at any rate, we basically are at the finish line with the product. With this, it's very one day process here, one day situation where we're making this unit. This is basically a mobile station, so you can put it under a heavy tool, like my Delta contractor table saw. So if you're finding this video without the other videos, I'm trying to attach them all together, part 1, 2, 3. It'll probably be the last part where I will be attaching the casters, okay? But so this is basically what I have. Let me take you off the camera. Sorry for watching on the big TVs. Oh, and I know this is hard for you guys. I've had one too many complaints, but I'm sorry, there's really nothing I can do about it when I'm working alone. I say, okay, so here it is. This is the basic unit that I have. Okay, and let me give you some tips along the way. Let's come over this way. By the way, we are SE Custom Designs, and I have that guy here is not me, neither is this guy. So there we are. We have 500 videos where we are just talking about everything you can imagine in the shop. If you see a tool, we've done a review on it. We are SE Custom Designs. Please feel free to ask us questions. Leave us your comments. Thumbs up, thumbs down. If it's a thumbs down, let us know why. We'll try to improve. I guarantee you're going to tell me, Steve, you got to slow down and stop shaking your camera. All right, so when you are making pieces in of the project, right, and then you walk away because, hey, it's lunchtime, and your lovely one comes down and says it's time to eat, okay? So then you come back again, and you're gonna be all upside down if you don't know exactly where you left off. That's what happened to me, my friends. So what happened was, first of all, I didn't mark the pieces, A, B, B, so on and so forth, all the ways to D. All right, and so I came down and I made a piece incorrectly. I cut it out. I don't remember which one it was. All I can tell you is it didn't go together like that. Whoops. Okay, so that happened. So another thing that happened to me, and I don't blame the food or taking a break from it, was that I'm telling you, I did this the measuring very, very slowly and methodically, but I messed up. When I take the frame and I put it down here, I had my son come down and we lifted up the unit and we put it on the platform of the mobile station, and it's rough. And wouldn't you know, this part, the back part of the piping here of the base was barely on the front, okay, or the back, however you want to look at it. So it was basically sitting right here, all right. And the round discs that are in the back, that's what these guys are, and you can lift them up and down and adjust them so that you can get your table saw level, okay? So essentially, those guys were near the edge. I couldn't really move it that much more. So what I did was I made this piece. There we go. So now we're going to go ahead and affix this piece, all right? So essentially, all we did was remove material, like so. Remove material, set it down, and believe it or not, that's going to make that piece very, very strong, okay? All right, so it's very, very simple process. Here, and my casters are, Lord knows, I put them back in the box. Here they are. They're over here. I actually took the box from this was Lowe's, and I just took the box because I'll tell you what, these guys are heavy. So essentially, we're just going to place these guys once I put this together right here, okay, so that we can get at the clamp, so we can lock it down, right? And so that's what that is. And we're going to put these lag bolts in there. That'll hold her in place. It ain't gonna go nowhere. So, and I am contemplating putting on some plyboard on top of this so that it's a flat surface here, and it'll allow me to maybe put some of my tools, mind you, it'll get all dusty, but under here. So I don't know, but the whole idea behind this project is so that I can make this thing mobile. And I know I mentioned it in the beginning, but I'll mention it again. This is your pivot wheel, which is now here. Okay, and I took him off. I don't need him anymore. This pivot wheel and the two front wheels is how you're supposed to move this guy around. Well, if you've got a lot of space in your wood shop, great. I don't. I only have what I have. Let's put that up there. So, in addition to that, my friends, I had to figure out finally where I can put this unit so I can rip a 4x8. And basically, this is what I came up with. I drew down on the floor. I traced it where the optimal space is. So now, the idea of having this guy on the mobile caster system is now I can move it out of the way, because I'll tell you, every time I would come down, here's my bottleneck. I come down the stairs, I come over here, and now here this thing is in my way. And so, you know, that's why you need to put things on me. I need to put things on wheels. So really, this is the last unit that I have to put on wheels. So let's go ahead and do this quickly. This is nothing fancy. I'm just going to be using my pin gun. All right, sorry again for all the moving. I don't know why I have such a hard time putting this thing up here. There we go. All right, so there we go. We'll go ahead and just start gluing up here. And maybe we'll talk a little bit about the process as we go along. I think maybe on the last video what I'm going to do is pull all the tools out. One of the videos that didn't make the final cut, actually two of them, I pulled out all the tools that I used. You know, it's funny on a production, when you're making something, you get one tool out, then another, or you know, you've got like 50 tools out, and you know, it's just the way it is. One of these days I'll have a lot of these tools in similar area, one place, so I can quickly go and pick them up. Okay, so there you go. So really, all I'm going to do here is use my pin gun. I have the right size pins in there. Oop, I don't know why that happened. It might be the battery is low. I don't know, to be honest with you. Why are the guns misfiring like that? Let's just say my day has been like that. This whole, I'm remaining positive, but nothing went right. And you're going to have days like that in the shop where, God help us, nothing seems to go right. As long as you're staying safe in the shop, okay? That's what's really, really key. Okay, I'm going to put this one on last. Let's flip this around. I like to put the blue on, as you know, if you've worked with wood for any period of time, you know that the glue becomes the bond that's stronger than the wood itself. So when you bond two pieces of wood together with the glue, you're golden, okay? Now I could have just been lazy and just lag bolted all this stuff together, and that would have been that. Okay? I am going to put a little bit of extra glue on. I wish I would have thought about that on the other side, only because some of the glue is going to be sinking down into the grooves. I don't have a dado blade for the radial arm saw. For that matter, I don't really use dado blades that much anymore. Between all the tools that I have, I feel like I really don't have the need. I'll just use the various different tools that I have. Okay, so there goes the laundry. I'm doing the laundry throughout the day. Just finished. And what I'm going to be doing, in addition to the nails, the pins, they're not nails, they're pins, is I will be clamping these. I will pull it together with the clamps as well, especially down in this area here. Okay? You put that down so you can see better. Alright, so now I'm going to get a little bit creative here. Let's see what we'll do. Okay, so we'll put the glue here. Okay, if you don't have this, it's called the Glue Bot. I have two different sizes. Two different sizes with the Glue Bot. Man, does it make applying glue a pleasure. Who has pleasure putting glue on? But you know, if there's things you don't have to think about in the process, you know, you're better off. So, and this is one of them that you don't have to think about. It's going to push the glue down this way and up, no matter which way you have oriented the glue bottle. And sometimes habitually, I just tilt it up when I don't really need to, because that's what I've done most of my life, applying glue. And you older generation will know exactly what I'm talking about. Okay, so the Glue Bot, I got two of them, one big for when I'm putting a lot of glue on like this. Then I have one that's really quite small, and it's for those projects where I'm going to pull this away from my wood bench. I don't want that to get down in there too much. I'll have to wipe that up quickly. All right, so now we'll just go ahead and strategically pin this so it stays mostly in place. And then I'll use my the clamps. Now I keep all my clamps. Take your battery out. You don't need any accidents. Take your battery out so that you. So let me just turn you around here like this, and so you can see. Hello. Where I keep most of my clamps. If you haven't done this, then do it. Just put 2x4s from the ground up into your rafters somewhere, or whatever you got to do, and then clamp your clamps there. Okay, I have my longer ones here, the short ones here, and then the in between here. All the other clamps are way beyond over near past the American flag there, way over yonder. I have pipe clamps and all kinds of various other types of clamps, right? So essentially, that's sorry about all that movement. Maybe what we'll do, yeah, it's nice to see me inside my own videos. So often I'll have, I hope this doesn't fall, I'll have my head cut off, because that's just the deal. All right, so I'm going to get these, what I call the medium-sized clamps, and we'll use these. Okay, so this has a capacity of about 15 inches. Let's tell you exactly. Okay, these are the clamps from the Irwin, which I think are Lowe's. So you got 12 and a quarter inches of glue up area. Okay, and these are nice because you can pull this out, like so. I say that, no I can't do it. So what happens when you do live videos. Pull it out and then you could reverse this. So you can push stock away from itself. So yeah, it does say right on it push. So you push down. It could be because it's cold in my shop. And it just doesn't want to come out. There you go. That's how that works. All right, so let's get a few of them over here so we can pull this stuff together. Wonderful thing about having a pin gun is that you can quickly get things set. I'm just bound and determined to get this guy off, but I can't, of course. It says push. I'm pushing. It doesn't want to come off. So, well, there you go. All right. Most important thing to do right now is to get these guys clamped. Put some decent pressure on there so that so you can get that take advantage of that extra pressure to pull things together. All right. So you might think this is a little bit overkill. Well, that's me. Especially when I'm making something for my customers. I don't need them coming back to me telling me something fell apart. Well, this is just a basic unit here. And you could just slap 2x4s together without too much of a deal. The way I'm doing this, I don't know if I'm going to have the distance. I am just that much shy. I'm going to go get what I call the condenser type clamp. In the event you don't have these types of clamps, you definitely want to get them. They're called pipe clamps. And it's going to take me, almost got to be a contortionist to get to where I'm going right now. So we've got a big shop. You don't have to do this. All right. There is something about planning ahead, but there you go. All right. Definitely when you're doing a big involved, let's just take these guys off for a quick second. When you're involved in a really intricate glue up job, you're going to want to have all your clamps ready to go. Okay. The beautiful thing about pipe clamps is they are your condensers. They are going to pull together stock like there's no tomorrow. Okay? So what I need to do is loosen up the pipe clamp again, and because otherwise these clamps aren't going to do anything. Okay, let's pull that together like so. All right, nice. And then pull these guys together again, and bam. Yeah. All right. So now he will sit overnight. I'm in no particular hurry. Let that glue up and set up. Hey, you might argue that when I put the lag bolts in here, that it's going to also pull the stuff together. But there you go. Again, I haven't decided whether I want to put some plyboard on the top so that I could rest some things on, at the bottom of the unit. We'll see. I actually don't have enough plyboard in the shop, That's one thing that's hard to keep stocked is plyboard. You know, I got lots of wood and pieces back in there, but that plyboard, I'll tell you what. Yeah, excuse my mess, boy. So this is officially the first or second project of 2019. I got to keep up with the year. We're going to be doing for a customer a custom coffee table for their office, and the customer is The Works. The old company was called The Works, Worldwide Environmental Regulatory Compliance Systems. They wrote, and we continue to write, and I'm a QA guy for that UL now that purchased The Works. But the president and owner of The Works has me commissioned to make that, and I'm really proud and happy to do that. So the material that I chose was oak, and I got the oak all clamped up over here so it doesn't go warping on me or anything like this. The humidity levels, not sure what it is down there in the floor, but the humidity levels in the shop, where is it? I showed it in one of my earlier videos today. I'm trying to remember what the, oh, here it is, 40%, and the temperature in here is 57, at least down here. So there you go. You want to know about that, the humidity levels, and then if you have to, go ahead and put a couple 5-gallon pails of water or whatever, and just have that in your basement. So I'm going to go ahead and shut down for the night. This is March 9th, I think, or 10th, Friday, Saturday. It's the 10th. And my birthday was March 8th. Thank you all the folks that have wished me a happy birthday. Thanks for coming to my shop. And we'll do part 4, which will be putting the casters on, which are these guys here. And once again, I may or may not go ahead and put a piece of plyboard on this. I want to. Let's just put it that way. All right. Thanks again for watching SC Custom Designs. Please stay tuned as we try to move forward with several projects. Again, this is not my business 24 hours, 7 days a week. QA software guy in the daytime, and at nights and weekends, I'm the woodshop warrior. I love to work with my hands and get my hands dusty and in the wood. Thanks. God bless. Take care, everybody from around the world. Stay safe in your shops. Bye-bye now.